you doing this?
I just felt like running.
Hey everybody, it's me, Greg, and I'm wearing a trucker hat in honor of our guy Forrest. One of my early videos, I went over 50 historical connections in Forrest Gump. This video will be a little bit different. I have for you 7 fresh theories as to what the movie is really about. Yes, it is historical fiction. It takes place in real history with a fictional character. But is it something else? I will present to you 7 theories as to what Forrest Gump is really all about. Theory number 1. Simple. It's just a fairy tale. Think about it. There's a feather that floats by at the beginning. There's a feather that floats by at the end. He's telling the story from a bench. It's just a fairy tale. Once upon a time, whimsical. Theory number 2. We're going to get a little bit darker here. What if? M. Night Shyamalan style, Sixth Sense style. What if Forrest is dead the whole time? What if the bullies that chased him down actually ended his life?
Hey, dummy!
The rest of it, we watch from the afterlife. That actually makes sense. Forrest is on a bench, almost like it's the gates of heaven, right? He's waiting to get in through St. Peter's gates. And he's telling this story that is unbelievable. Couldn't be true. And that's why it's not true, because he's not even alive. He's dead the whole time. Think about it. Forrest doesn't even seem to get older. The movie is supposed to take place 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, all the way to the 90s. Same age the whole time. It's because he's dead. Theory number 3. Forrest is actually the Christ figure.
Your boy's different.
This is nothing new for cinema. There's a lot of movies out there with Christ-like symbolism, but this one takes the cake. Forrest is actually the Jesus figure. Think about it. He performs miracles. He has simple, profound responses to complex problems.
What's your sole purpose in this army? To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant.
Just like Jesus did. He's hated at times, yet blameless. He washes the floor with a toothbrush.
Shrimp soup, shrimp stew.
Just like Jesus washed the feet of the disciples. He walks on water to Jenny.
What they do.
Just like Jesus walked on water to Peter. And how many times does he sacrifice himself for others? This theory makes a whole lot of sense. Theory number 4. Let's get dark again. What if Forrest Gump is the Grim Reaper? Who are the main characters in this story besides Forrest? His mom?
You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself.
What happened to her? She dead. Jenny?
You're my girl.
What happens to her at the end? She dies. Bubba. He gone. Lieutenant Dan even. Yeah, he's alive, but
I never thanked you for saving my life.
half his body's gone. He lost his legs. Seems like everyone Forrest comes into contact with dies. That's because Forrest is the angel of death.
Life was like a box of
Theory
chocolates.
number 5.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Forrest Gump is a commentary on life's biggest ideas.
You're a genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard.
Take any one of them. Love.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Forrest tells you what love really is. Society says it's one thing. Forrest says it's something else. Intelligence.
Mama says stupid is as stupid does.
The world tells us what intelligence is and should be. Forrest says it's something else. Chance. Destiny. It's just Forrest telling us the real truth about life's biggest ideas. Theory number 6. This is a fresh Beowulf analogy. If you're not familiar with Beowulf, I'll help you catch up real quick. Forrest is Beowulf. Beowulf, which means bee hunter, had a childhood trauma where he was stung by bees. He had to overcome this weakness. It almost killed him. Does that sound familiar? Forrest did the same thing. Remember all those braces on his legs? Remember the cognitive delay? Forrest overcame these things just like Beowulf. In the story of Beowulf, he goes and visits a far-off place, the land of the Danes, to help King Hrothgar, whose kingdom has been tormented by the monster Grendel. Forrest does the same thing. In the Forrest Gump story, the presidents of the United States, he meets several of them.
Congratulations. How does it feel to be an All-American?
I gotta pay.
I believe he said he had to go pee.
They are the kings of this castle. and they need his help, and he comes and helps over and again to slay the monster Grendel. Who's the monster, you ask? There's no monster in Forrest Gump. Oh, there is. War, poverty, racism, communism, corruption. Forrest slays all the monsters. He's even got his best bud. In the Beowulf story, it's Wiglaf. In Forrest Gump, it's Lieutenant Dan. And it's Bubba. Forrest Gump is nothing more than a Beowulf analogy. Last but not least, theory number 7. This one's easy. You know this. You know this is true. Forrest is a superhero.
Done, Drill Sergeant!
An actual superhero.
You are going to be a general someday, Gump.
What does he not have? Super strength.
Forget about me! Get yourself out!
Been awarded the Medal of Honor.
Carrying dudes across the battlefield in Vietnam. Super speed. Did you not see what happened when Alabama recruited him to their football team? Super stamina.
I ran clear across Alabama.
Are you kidding me?
I ran clear to the ocean.
Back and forth across the country? Heck, he even has a secret identity. Look at the dude with the beard.
I just felt like running.
He can even predict the future.
You given any thought to your future?
To wrap up, yes, of course, Forrest Gump is historical fiction, but is it something else? I give you 7 theories to think about. Which one do you think is most compelling? What am I missing? I know there's others out there. Tell me what you think. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'll see you next time.